This is a box, a very important box, shipped all the way from Canada, containing Series 5 World of Halo. So major shout out again to my great friend Kelsey, who lives in Canada. She went out of her way multiple times to find all of this wave. Well, at least almost all of it. We're still missing Arbiter. She even had her friend Danielle track the ODST for me. She ended up finding this at a Walmart, so if it wasn't for her and Kelsey, I would not have this in my possession right now. Here is Series 5 in its entirety with the exception of Arbiter. I made the mistake of thinking that we had already tracked him down. Kelsey went out of her way multiple times within the span of months trying to track down all of these figures. Obviously, the ODST was the hardest, so she is kind enough to still keep an eye out for Arbiter, still hunting for him. Hopefully, she can find him. If not, then I'm hoping to find him once he does hit the States, which is slated to be spring 2023 at HEB, Walgreens, and Fred Meyer's. And if you're wondering how I know this, I went live on YouTube with marketing manager Maxwell Lux and senior designer Jesse Hensley from Jazwares. We talked about Micro Galaxy Squadron and Halo, and they had mentioned that Series 5 World of Halo should be hitting the States spring 2023 at HEB, Fred Meyer's, and Walgreens. I'm going to review all of these figures and Arbiter once I find it. So typically I start with Chief with my series debuts, and that's what we're going to do. Okay, World of Halo fans, we are back. We are jumping backwards into Series 5. As you can see, we have that old school traditional packaging. None of that nice updated stuff that we have within Series 6. Taking a closer look at the packaging shows the rest of the figures that are released. Most of us should know what is released in Series 5 since it is such an infamous set. Here's a good look at Chief in the packaging before I rip him out of there. As we know, Series 5 does still have the base plates. Series 6 does not, except for the skirmisher. Chief does come with 2 SMGs. Oh, how I miss the days of dual wielding. Here's the barcode and Target DPCI. I'm giving you that DPCI because this entire wave was on the Target app but never went live. So just in case these miraculously hit Target, you have the tools to help you track it down. Either way, you have the barcode, and hopefully that will help you find it at HEB, Fred Meyer's, and Walgreens. Alright, here is our boy Halo 2 Master Chief out of the packaging. I have some really fond memories with Halo 2. I spent months and months playing that multiplayer with my best friend Travis. When Combat Evolved came out, I was a little young to play that game, at least my parents thought anyways, so they were reluctant to let me get it in the first place. They still did, so my interest really started to peak once Halo 2 came out, so that's why I have some great memories with that game. Master Chief's base plate is like a sandy terrain type of color, so it's super tan. You can see there's like some little sculpting there to give the appearance of like rocks or dirt or something like that. There's some metal etched weathering on it. So as far as the base plates go, it's not bad. It's definitely different than what we've had with our previous waves. So I am happy to have it in this set, but I'm totally okay with them not including base plates anymore. It's not something that I desperately need or anything like that. I'd rather the budget and the money go towards the figure. Here are the 2 SMGs included with Chief. I like the paint applications. I like the texture that they did on the grips. So you can see there's a lot of little details on that. The only thing that I would say looks different is that the grip itself is a little bit wider than I think it's supposed to be. Maybe that's to help Chief hold it a little bit easier. If that's the case, then I'm okay with it, but it's not a huge deal to me. Articulation should be pretty standard. To start, I don't have any overly loose joints, which is really good. Very happy about that. We'll start with the head. I like the paint applications that they use for the visor. You can see there is some texture to the lens of the visor. So we'll take the head, we can move it downwards and upwards, and we can spin it all the way around. The shoulder has a great range of motion. There isn't a big bulky armor piece, so we can bring this up a little bit more than 90 degrees. Again, it's on a hinge and swivel, allowing us to turn it around. The elbow joint is on a hinge and swivel, so we can spin this around. Now, what's lacking is the elbow joint only bends less than 90 degrees, which is not the best. Obviously, we've seen figures with a 90 degree or more range of motion, so that is lacking there. Obviously, I would like to see that. I've seen people cut into the forearm a little bit to allow clearance for that. So that is an option if you want to go that route. The wrist is consistent with what we've seen already. So we have a hinge, so we can take this and flex it forwards and backwards, and we can also spin it around. Pretty happy with what I'm seeing at the torso. Great ball joint movement, so some awesome flexion moving forwards and backwards, also side to side. The ball joints continue at the hips. We can do the splits, bringing them on in. We can also do a seated motion there, and then we have internal and external rotation. These hips and these legs right here feel really good, nice and snug. Double joints at the knees, great range of motion like we've already seen. So we can take both knees, flex those back, doing a creed with arms wide open type of pose. Last but not least, at the ankles, we have a hinge and swivel. Great flexion and rotation all the way around. This chief also has a pinhole on his back, allowing you to attach a weapon. So here are some cool poses that I did with Chief off camera, just showing you the awesome playability that this figure has. I mean, despite having that less than 90 degrees, you can still make him look super cool. Even this Halo 2 poster look. Here's a comparison of every single Master Chief that has been released in the world of Halo in their chronological order, starting with Combat Evolved. This is honestly a pretty cool moment for me, having all of these chiefs standing side by side and just seeing the history of where this line has started and where it is at now. Here's another look at our chiefs from a profile point of view. Now, the reason why I'm doing this is I want to show you the importance of that 90-degree break at the elbow. Starting with our Combat Evolved Master Chief, this one came in the 4-pack Target exclusive. I put the second SMG in that chief's hand so you can see the big range of motion differences between the two. Now, this chief has that greater 90-degree range of motion, whereas Halo 2 Chief, Halo 3 do not. These ones have less than 90 degrees, and you can see the big differences between the two. Series 6 Halo 5 Master Chief, that one also has the 90-degree better range of motion, which leads me to believe that any figure moving after Series 6 will have that great articulation. Now, this is our Halo Infinite Master Chief, which came in our Target exclusive 4-pack with Combat Evolved. That one also has the greater bend there. Now, this is our Active Camo Chief, which was Series 1, which has less than the 90-degree range of motion. And the reason why I'm showing you that is just to see how big of a difference that makes. So I am happy to see that they are making those changes moving into Series 6, and I'm looking forward to seeing those within Series 7, 8, 9, and wherever. Alright, that wraps up this review and unboxing of the World of Halo Series 5 Master Chief from Halo 2. Price point for these is $9.99, but with inflation they have kind of gone up to about $10.99 or I think $11.99 per figure. In Canada they were $12.97. I think this is a great figure, an awesome one to add to the collection. Hopefully we do see these in the States spring 2023. I would love to add a few more to my collection and maybe do a custom of red versus blue. My Chief's joints were nice and stiff, so I was very happy about that. The area where I feel like this figure could improve is going to be at the break with the elbow. It is less than 90 degrees. It's not updated like our Series 6 or our Halo Infinite 4-pack. You can still get some great poses out of it, but they're not going to be any crazy dynamic ones, which I'm not too worried about since we know that Series 6 has better articulation, better range of motion, and updated joints, so they're going to keep that technology and move that forward with the next series. But that is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for you. Be sure to follow me on Instagram where I do toy photography, toy videos, toy hunts, toy deals, and all things toy related. Link in the description below. Be sure to like and subscribe. It is free. And I will see y'all in the next video.